Ho ho ho. Never hire me to do impressions. Hey guys, in today's video, 3D goes 2D when I draw my clay charms. These little itty bitty guys. I have been thinking of ways to spice up this channel and make it more entertaining. I was like, what would I want to watch? So I thought we'd do a different concept with the editing. I had a lot of fun with it. Potentially, if you guys enjoy this, it could turn into a brand new series. So this is episode 1. This is where it all began. So I'm like, what can I do with things I already have? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can draw my clay charms. And in that moment, it was a brilliant, unique, original idea. Then I remembered that Jackie, or Nerdy Crafter, has a series where she turns drawings into sculptures. A salt shaker was poured on my head. But I'm like, you know what? We can coexist in this YouTube world. Salt and sugar unite! Yeah, great minds think alike. I've been watching her for years. We've collabed in the past. I have 3 clay charms and you'll be seeing 3 different drawings. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to Flatten That Figure! The hot new game show where we transform 3D items into 2-dimensional drawings. Today's episode features Copic markers in this wide array of colors. Now, let's meet our first contestant. Alright guys, I'm back with the non-announcer voice now, so let's get into the first art piece. I am starting out with a micron fine liner, and I am outlining the drawing of this Goomba. I don't know about you guys, but Mario was a huge part of my childhood, and actually I just played Super Mario Odyssey last year, so it's been a big part of my life. I thought this would be a fun first drawing because it's pretty simple, and to be completely honest, this is my very first time using my Copics together for a drawing. Gasp. So lots of new territory today. And if you're wondering why I have the fine tip classic Copic markers, well, that was kind of a mistake. It was a huge mistake. I meant to get the brush tip ones. I ordered online and I did not realize that there was a difference. There was no photo of the tips, and I don't know, a really terrible mistake, but I'm making do with what I have. Shading with markers though is so much different than colored pencils, which is probably what I'm most familiar and comfortable with. And honestly, the tip doesn't help, but I feel like maybe this will be more beneficial to my growth in developing my technique with these markers, because if I can learn with these, I feel like graduating to the brush tip ones will be so much more of a breeze. Another difficulty I have basically put upon myself is the paper. So I'm using Bristol board paper here, and if you can tell, the Copic ink is actually bleeding outside of the lines a little bit, and that is not intentional whatsoever. It's just not the right kind of paper. In preparation for this video, I should have ordered some sort of blending board or paper that is meant for alcohol markers, but I kind of had a spur of the moment idea and I wanted it to happen right now. I think it turned out pretty good, except for the bleeding around the eyes. Like the brown is just kind of like seeping into his eyeballs. I need to work on shading and other things, but he turned out okay. Hats off to you, Mr. Gooms. But now let's meet contestant number 2. And a brief cat interruption break. This is Leo, for those of you who are new here. He does make appearances in quite a few of my videos. Right after I turned the camera off, he actually knocked that marker onto the ground, which is one of his favorite things to do. That and paintbrushes he loves to just take from me. Anyway, moving on to this drawing here. I did kind of a whimsical fantasy type scene, and it's inspired by the artwork in Candy Crush. Not like exactly, but I didn't know how to draw a background, so I'm like, this guy is a sweet treat, so the mountains are gonna have frosting or syrup or chocolate, whatever, drizzled on them, and I want it to be like pastel-y as well. Hi. In the future, I do hope to have more of a color variety with Copic markers and brush tips, obviously, but I don't really have a lot of transitions. So for the most part, I just build up the shadows with the same color. As you can see, I colored in Pierre after the entire background was complete. This is because he's in the foreground, and when I outline him, it's going to make him look like he's closer, even though there's not really much of a shadow highlight thing going on. It's just going to appear like he's up front and center. And we can't forget that luscious mustache. To be honest though, I had no idea how to shade that cupcake wrapper in. So I don't know, it looks a little bit wonky, but moving on, I did do an outline around just him, nothing in the background, because like I said, I wanted him to stand out the most. And a little smile for the guy. Looking dapper, buddy. Looking dapper. Finally, let's learn more about contestant number 3. Melvin? Melvin do? No, Melvin the unicorn. I'm not really sure why Melvin is named Melvin, but it fits him. This one kind of turned into more of a mixed media piece because he's kind of shimmery and sparkly and sparkle and sparkle and spank, 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 spank. Good old Kimmy Gibbler there. So I used a type of fabric paint. This one's called Beads in a Bottle. I don't know if they still make this particular one, but you can get really similar like iridescent, sparkle, shimmery ones. And then I also used a gold fabric paint for the hooves. Hoofs. There's some words that I pronounce differently every single day, I feel like. Some days I say hoof, sometimes I say hoof, I don't know. At this point, I would like to hear your feedback on this episode so far. Should I continue with this series? What should I change about it? What should I add to it? Should I draw clay charms in every episode, or should I switch it up to different 3D items such as drawing squishies, or having you guys send in photos of your clay charms or your squishies and me doing like a guest appearance? Like I mentioned in the intro, I'm trying to create content that I would actually enjoy watching. Not that I wouldn't enjoy the videos I've been producing over the past few months, but this actually, you know, is funny for me. It's just like fun to see what's gonna come next, and there's a twist to it. It's not just like I'm sitting here drawing and explaining every single detail. 3 contestants, is that a good number for every video? There's so many possibilities and opportunities here and ways for you guys to interact. So I'm pretty excited for this. I hope you guys are too. If not, I will keep brainstorming and think of tons of new ideas for videos in the upcoming future. Be sure to please turn post notifications on so you never miss out. And if you are new here, I do post a brand new video every single Friday. So I hope to see you back here next week. Final words about this piece, I outlined the cloud and used that same pastel blue, it's like one of my favorites, to shade in the sky, and then light gray for the stars, and then I did put little twinkles in with the Micron pen. And for this one, I did cut out the piece of paper to, you know, get rid of all the mess around that, and I will do that for the cupcake one as well. Which contestant do you think deserves to win? Now, I don't know what they win, but who's your favorite? Mr. Gooms? Pierre? Or Melvin? Leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to send pictures of your charms, or even maybe squishies we could do in the future and I could draw squishies, I don't know. I feel like the possibilities are endless. I just want us all to have more fun here, and I do post every single Friday, so if you're new here and you're not yet subscribed, you don't have bell notifications on, turn those post notifications on so you never miss out, and I will see you back here next Friday, hopefully. Bye! Ho 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 ho.